Guys, what a mess I've got in front of me. We're building up these project bikes and we're trying to do some really cool stuff. So today on the new Torker video, I want you to tune in, get your mind ready to be wrapped around a couple of things and get ready for how you're gonna build your next bike. Also, hey, check out this new shirt that poor boy Steve sent me. It's so badass. It's a Porsche 911 with a Torker on the roof. Come on, if you're a Torker fan, you need to go get one of these. But right now, call a friend, grab something to drink, pick up your feet, come on in, it's Torker time. Guys, so on our site, you've seen the new MAXFLYTE cranks. We've had a lot of people asking, hey Bill, what are the MAXFLYTE cranks? They look a lot like the Redlines. Well, there's a little bit of a reason for that. We didn't ever want to steal or take over what Redline was doing. And we actually spoke with Kurt Kasten and asked Kurt Kasten when he was building the single pinch flight cranks, hey Kurt, will you make us some single pinch flight cranks for us to be able to sell with our Torkers? He was like, Bill, can't do it. Sorry, got too much going on. I said, okay, well, can you make us the non-pinchless cranks so that we can sell with our Torkers? It's like, Bill, I've got so much going on, we can't do it. Perfect, Kurt, I appreciate it because we really value what Kurt's doing over there with all of the Legend Redline products. He's doing the really cool double bolt stems. He's doing the really cool deep V bars. I know I've already started looking at all that stuff when I'm building up my new 50-year anniversary big bike. But that still left us with a problem. We have the license from Redline to be able to put the dual pinch bolt Redline flight cranks that use the 6-spline bottom bracket on all of our Torker complete bikes. But we wanted to do something a little bit different, especially if somebody's going to be building up an LP, building up a Barbarian, and they really want the look of the old school crank. Well, I started going on eBay and I started looking for pinchless flights. And when you go on eBay and you look for pinchless flights, if you're able to find a set, my God, they're over $1,000, $2,000. And a lot of them will say that even for that $1,000 or the $2,000, the 6-spline wiggles a little bit. So I had a little bit of a conversation with Tucker, a little bit of conversation with David, and I said, hey guys, we need to do a crank that looks like an old school flight crank from back in the 70s, but use modern technology to where it has a gun drilled, hollow, heat treated, 48 spline, 19 mil, 3/4 inch heat treated spindle. This is the same type of spindle that Profile made popular, and you will find on 90% of all the high-end bikes out there. This 48 spline chromoly heat treated spindle is what everybody is using for all the top of the line cranks. You can use a spline drive sprocket, you can use a traditional sprocket, but this little gem of the spindle is what's making these work. So as you can see, you get it to where it starts to slip in. You're going to have to tighten it up with your end bolt to just get everything all really nice and easy cranked down. But now you have a 48 spline crank, full modern technology, comes with an alloy cup, dual row, seal bearing bottom bracket. So it's going to thread directly into the LPs, it's going to thread directly into the Barbarians, it's going to thread into an MX26, thread into an MX29, it's going to thread into an EK. It is the standard Euro bottom bracket. double sealed bearings. You've got 4 sealed bearings to be able to hold what type of crank output you're doing. We've got these in 2 sizes, 175 millimeter and 180 millimeter. It comes with 2 sets of stickers. You have the black set or the yellow set so that you can fine tune it to whatever you'd like. And before you guys freak out and say, well, hey, I just bought an LPF, or I just bought one of the new Freestylists. They have a mid-bottom bracket. Well, the beauty thing of going with a standard 48 spline spindle is that you can get a mid-bottom bracket that fits this really easy. It's just with the kit, when you buy the complete crank set, it does come with the 4-row alloy or the 2-row alloy sealed bearing bottom bracket. So you have a total of 4 sealed bearings in your bottom bracket to be able to put up with all of your riding load. So guys, with that, real quick, these are done in a limited edition run. I've already bought a couple to be able to put onto the builds that I'm doing. But if you're doing an LP build, if you're doing a Clint Miller build, if you're doing a Dave Marietti build, if you're doing an Eddie King build, if you're doing any of those and you need the non-pinch 48 spline, we've got them on the site ready to go. But be warned, when you get there, they may be gone, may be in short supply. I know the 175s were selling fast. We've got some more of the 180s. But guys, this is going to be your crank. So I know it was a quick one, but call your buddy, tell him, hey, we need to go pick up some of those Torker MAXFLYTE cranks and we need to put them on the LP. Come on, I'm on my way. Let's order them up, let's get them on. And then once they're on, get out, go ride.